seen my beautiful baby? Have you seen my tomato baby? Oh, ELA, baby, suffer de cool me temper. Ada, baby, na sugar, sugar.
This year's edition of the Silverbird Man of the Year Award, organized by Silverbird Television, which was held at the prestigious Musan Center, Lagos, unarguably lived up to its billing as one of the most exclusive and glamorous events held in recent times. Gaily dressed celebrities, including top government officials, politicians, captains of industry, and Nollywood stars, to mention a few, turned up to witness this award ceremony that has assumed an enviable place in the country's social calendar. With invited guests seated, including the man of the moment, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babatunde Fashola, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, and the immediate past Anambra State Governor, Mr. Peter Obi. The ceremony, which was accompanied by veteran broadcaster Sonny Irabo, kicked off, following the very creative rendition of the nation's national anthem. Former Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Odion Ajumagobia, set the tone for the event, and no doubt did a good job of it. In a very brief address, he enunciated some of the reasons why the Lagos State Governor and Mr. Peter Obi were being honored with the award.
Widely acclaimed and inspiring Governor of Lagos City of Lagos, and His Excellency Peter Obi, self-effacing, also extremely highly respected.
Guests were treated to a well-packaged documentary on foremost lawyer, activist, politician, and statesman, Dr. Tunji Braithwaite, who was honored with the Lifetime Achievement Award. The about 10 minutes documentary gave a brief trajectory of the personal life, struggles, and legal career of Dr. Braithwaite, who was a presidential candidate of the defunct National Advance Party (NAP) in the defunct Second Republic. A member of Nigeria's House of Representatives, Honorable Abike Dabiri-Erewa, presented the award to Dr. Braithwaite amid a thunderous applause from the distinguished audience. In his acceptance speech, Dr. Braithwaite, who said he was not disposed to receiving awards, however expressed appreciation to the Silverbird Group for this award, which he described as unique.
On behalf of the Silverbird Group, it is my pleasure and with all humility I present to you the Silverbird Lifetime Achievement Award. We are proud of you, sir, and we all want to be like you when we grow up. Congratulations, sir.
I'm not used to receiving public awards. Most of you may know I get my awards privately. But this is unique. And very honored and happy, especially when the award is being presented to me by a beautiful female lawmaker. Thank you very much.
Following in quick succession was another interesting documentary on the business exploits of one of Nigeria's most successful foreign nationals, Mr. Jupe Ernest Beckhout, who arrived in Nigeria with his equally young family shortly after the first Nigerian military coup in 1966. Beckhout set up Evans Brothers Publishing Limited and became the company's first managing director. Beckhout's soul-touching and inspiring story is a classic case study of remarkable vision, tenacity of purpose, hard work and industry, and of course love for Nigeria, which has become his adopted country. The documentary revealed how after spending 9 years in Nigeria, Beckhout was recalled by his employers to the United States. But because of his love for Nigeria, he found his way back to the country to set up his own publishing firm, Spectrum Publishing. For his immense contributions to Nigeria's educational system, particularly in the publishing sector, Beckhout, who had been honored by the Nigerian government with the prestigious National Honor of Officer of the Order of the Niger, OON, was presented with the Lifetime Achievement Award by the publisher of Vanguard newspapers, Mr. Sam Amokapemu.
Chief, my friend, after all you've done,
I think you should tell your people that when you die, you should be very dead.
The next recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award was Professor Chiwenzo, who is popularly called Chiwenzo the Great, a scholar of repute and literary icon. To present the award to the recipient was a former distinguished senator, fashion icon and female politician of note, Florence Itagiwa. Chiwenzo came to the stage for his award in a wheelchair as a result of a stroke he suffered some time ago. In his own acceptance speech, Chiwenzo called on states and the federal government to place more emphasis on the teaching of history in schools because, as he puts it, any government that prevents its citizens from being taught the history of their country is committing a crime against humanity. This assertion elicited a round of applause from the audience. He thanked the organizers for deeming it fit to confer the award on him.
It is my privilege to present this award to this my friend. So I'm very proud of him, and I'm happy that he's still sitting here. You deserve this because you work, your mind never rested. But honestly, I thank God for your life. I present this to you. God bless you.
Thank you particularly to Silverbird for making history the theme of this year's awards. Because history is very important, and part of our trouble in Nigeria is that we do not know our history. If the Nigerian population wants to solve Nigeria's problems and save themselves from Nigeria, from the Nigerian state, the most important part of Nigeria's history that they need to understand is the mess conducted in 1914 by Lord Bugard. With his amalgamation of open particles.
To spice up the occasion, the master of ceremonies, Sonny Rabo, then called on a musical band to entertain the invited guests. To the delight of everyone, the band dished out sonorous tunes, which no doubt put the audience in the right frame of mind for the next schedule of activities lined up for the night. Next on the program of events was yet another short documentary on the chief coach of Nigeria's national team, the Super Eagles, Stephen Okechukwu Keshi. The award was to celebrate his success as the first player and indigenous coach to win the Nations Cup for Nigeria. The Delta State-born coach also bagged the Lifetime Achievement Award. This was presented to him by the then governor-elect of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano.
So for what you've done for Nigeria and what you will still do, Silverbird is honoring you this evening with a Life Achievement Award. Congratulations, Mr. Keshi. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Also conferred with the Lifetime Achievement Award was the President of Sierra Leone, Mr. Ernest Bai Koroma. The 1976 graduate of Forabe College, the oldest university in West Africa, President Bai Koroma, who succeeded former President Amadou Tijan Kaba in 2007, was overwhelmingly re-elected in November 2013 for his current term in office. Koroma, who was represented by Sierra Leone's ambassador to Nigeria, received the award from the Anambra State Governor, Mr. Peter Obi. He thanked the Silverbird Group for the award.
Mr. President, this award is for your commitment to our country. It's very good.
Next on the award roll call was the President of Rwanda, Mr. Paul Kagame, who collected his award through his ambassador in Nigeria, from Governor Babatunde Fashola. Kagame, in his acceptance speech, thanked the Silverbird Group for the award and expressed his country's readiness to welcome the inauguration of Silverbird Rwanda in the nearest future.
On behalf of the Silverbird Group, it's my honor and pleasure to present this award to you. Congratulations.
Then came the turn of the chairman of the Silverbird Group, Ben Bruce, who, speaking ex-tempo, held the audience spellbound with his insightful views on good leadership, which he noted the joint winners of this year's Man of the Year award have sufficiently exhibited in their respective positions.
It became very, very intellectual for me. It's like being in a classroom. You learn so much. But in my private conversation with Governor Fashola, I want you to know I was very depressed. I can't tell you what he said to me. He said very truthful things. It made me depressed. Governor Obi, in a week's time, the lights will be turned off. He will no longer be governor. You will see him with a briefcase. Seek lower office. Fade into the sunset. Be a businessman. Who knows what? You may see him at the Leone Stadium playing football. You know? But I tell you this. These two gentlemen, you cannot write the history of Nigeria without doing it. It is not possible.
At this point, the Master of Ceremonies, Sonny Irabo, invited the co-winner of the Man of the Year award, Governor Peter Obi, and his lovely wife Margaret, to the stage for the presentation of the plaque. The task was jointly performed by the chairman of the occasion, Mr. Odion Ajumogobia, and the chairman Silverbird Group, Ben Bruce. Before presenting the award, Odion Ajumogobia particularly commended Governor Peter Obi for his exemplary humility and simplicity. Beaming with his trademark smiles, Obi thanked God and the Silverbird Group for the award. He also spoke on the challenges he has faced in office and how through the prudent management of resources he was able to achieve a lot during his tenure.
On behalf of the Silverbird Group, I present this award to you as one of the two recipients of the Silverbird Man of the Year Award for 2013. Everything that's been said about you is, I think most people know. I had the opportunity to travel with the governor from Abuja to Lagos a few weeks ago. And this really happened. He was sitting in row 11C. This is in the economy cabin of the aircraft. And he didn't even have an aide. He was, when we got to Lagos, he took his hand luggage by himself in the cabin and went out. I think he's a role model for leadership and a role model for all of us. And this, I want to congratulate you and thank you for the service.
I thank God for this award. Secondly, I thank the Silverbird. The reason why I say I thank them is that I'm sure that all the people that are giving the award today, especially somebody like the Lagos State Government, did not in any way pay for it.
Thank you.
Coming next on the exquisitely designed stage was Governor Babatunde Fashola of Lagos State, who received his Man of the Year award after a short mini documentary on his administration was shown to the attentive audience. Governor Fashola, while congratulating his colleague Governor Obi and the other awardees, also thanked the staff and everyone who has contributed to the stature the Silverbird brand has attained today. He also praised Ben Bruce, whom he referred to as a man of all times. Governor Fashola spoke on his pairing with Governor Obi for the award, the pairing of Beckout, Chiwenzo and Dr. Braithwaite. He said, all looks unique. Most importantly, making reference to the physical disability of Chiwenzo, Fashola spoke on the need for the public and private sectors to always put into consideration the peculiar needs of the physically challenged in the society when constructing facilities. His speech received a resounding applause from the audience.
I wish to present this award to you. One on the merit. We have been made Men of the Year, but Ben who's here is a man for all time. And there's so many ways that we can comply. Our airports, for example, should have dedicated ramps. They should have dedicated terminals also for processing visas and entry permits for people with physical disabilities. And it should be reserved for them. If we're designing in our malls and our supermarkets, if we designate one till as a till for physically disabled people, we have made a difference.
The highlight of the event was the introduction of the popular artist Daddy Shoki, who added color to the event by inviting Governor Obi and Fashola to the stage to dance the popular dance-style Galala. To say the two governors did justice to the Galala style is like stating the obvious.
Anything I do, make you do. Anything I do, make you do. Fashola, bend down low. Fashola, bend down low. Obi, follow me, bend down low. Yes, step Fashola, bend down low. Obi, bend down low. Look at her, bend down low. Oh yeah.